Heyo, welcome back to the final bit. Finally, right? Like a long ass bullshit video. Bunch of bullshit. It's Kate versus Chilling. Yeah. This should wrap it up, but damn. He did a bit of a deep dive on Kate, and Kate usually does the deep dive, so I'm interested to see her response. It's gonna be awesome. Fucking out at them, you little bitch. Get out of here. No, actually, come back. One more for us before we start.
Vyvanse. I'm on medication similar to Adderall called Vyvanse. There's nothing wrong with taking Adderall. There's nothing wrong with taking Vyvanse. It helps keep you on track if you truly have mental problems.
Which she has admitted to having and has it diagnosed and prescribed by a doctor. So, yeah, you can't shit on somebody for taking their medicine and trying to be better, Chili. I know you're trying to really go low, but you can't go that low, buddy, because then you just look like an asshole for shitting on somebody for taking their medicine.
Right? Mental issues where you have a chemical imbalance in your brain. The problem with this troglodyte is she makes fun of people for taking Adderall and Vyvanse, but yet she's on it. Do you understand? She's on the drugs that she belittles people and says that they're an Adderall head or a meth head or whatever insult she can throw at them. But yet she says here, I'm on medication like Adderall called Vyvanse. What a sick person she is. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Doesn't she? I mean, this is amazing. I am on medication similar to Adderall called Vyvanse. Doesn't she always criticize me, say I have an Adderall addiction?
Everybody, no, Turtle Boy, not just you, every person alive is a meth head, coke head, Adderall head, except for her who admits she's on medication and that she's mentally ill.
You said that you have an Adderall addiction. One thing I want to address, chat, IRAC issue rule, analysis conclusion. Go ahead.
That's a legal term
so
she's talking about.
I'm on medication similar to Adderall for all intents and purposes. It's Adderall. Last month I came up short. I thought it was the guys that I hired to do grounds work. This month my entire script saved 6 pills disappeared. I found 3 in her room and I drug tested her last night. She's in the 7th grade. I can honestly consider putting a CRA on her.
A CRA? What's a CRA? I don't know.
Alright, this is what I found for CRA. A CRA case is one where parents, guardians, or school officials ask the court to help supervise a child, find out what will happen after you or a representative from your child's or ward school has filed an application for a child requiring assistance for your child. So CRA is a child requiring assistance, and you basically get courts involved to supervise your kid. Let's see. If you have any questions about the court proceedings that aren't answered here, you can ask an attorney if you're being represented by counsel or the clerks or the clerk magistrate office or court where your child is being heard. For information where a CRA is filed, please contact your local juvenile court.
I don't know what that means.
I'm being told that it's not unusual for her age, but I think it's bullshit, blah, 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 blah.
I don't know what a CRA
I'm like,
is.
that's scary. And then she goes, also, grown-ups can't beat up 14-year-old boys. But I want to kill the kid that got her into this behavior. I think I need to talk to the school and cops. There are now middle school kids.
She wants to call the cops on her daughter. Do you know what happens to young girls inside of DCF's facilities, inside of juvenile facilities? Do you know what happens to young women often? I'll let your imagination fill in the blanks for you. But there are actual percentages of young women when they're exposed to cops and DCF, what happens to them in the process of being put through that because your mother can't take care of you.
Kids with my medication. This is normal. I know I'm liable, but that's the right thing to do, right? I applied for voluntary DCF services for her. They've been
medication, I would 100% call the cops. I wouldn't be worried about liability. I'd be worried about those kids overdosing or like the fucking kids stealing my medication. How do you even let kids steal your medication? What's wrong with you? Go ahead.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, she's literally smearing her daughter and lying about her in order to cover for her own shittiness, basically. I applied for voluntary DCF services for her. They've been no help at all. I asked for after-school care for her. They've got nothing, so instead they closed out my established service without my knowledge, permission, and put this bullshit service time 3 times a week. That so far has accomplished nothing. I swear she's gotten worse, so she has DCF back in her life here, but it's voluntary.
No, she doesn't have DCF in her life. You're not a good parent. You're a shitty parent. That's why there's all these problems. You're too busy working on your blog, to take care of your children.
Voluntary. It's voluntary. She voluntarily brought DCF back in her life. Sure. Probably in part because they abruptly cut off a long-term therapeutic relationship without consulting me, and they don't even have custody. They kind of shitheads she'd meet and learn from in a DCF group home. I can only imagine. I'm so annoyed because I literally just went and bought her all this expensive shit and blah, blah. Sure you did. Sure you did.
Like, that's the, first of all, why would that be the reason that you're annoyed? Why not the fact that your daughter is going through all of these clearly mental health issues and not DCF? Like, that should be your issue, not the fact that she's leaving after you bought her a bunch of shit.
Yeah, and so she...
Not the fact that
so it's so funny.
Mental health issues and not DCF. Like, that should be your issue, not the fact that...
So look at what she says here. She says
clearly mental health issues and not DCF. Like, that should be your issue.
I literally want to smash my head against a brick wall. I don't say things like that. I've had a horrible last couple weeks. I don't want to smash my head against a brick wall. At this point, and F me for leaving my purse out in the kitchen last night, that was a dumbass move. When you know your children are stealing your prescription pills out of your purse, you want to make sure that your children are protected, Kate. You want to make sure your kids are safe, Kate. You don't want to say, oh, F me, I left my purse out on accident. You actually have to get it done. You can't leave your purse out when your kids are taking your meds, honey.
Not the fact that she's leaving after you bought her a bunch of shit.
Yeah, and so she blames me for writing about her deplorable parenting skills. But again, you're the one that did this, Kate. You know, you're the one that put yourself in this situation.
So she resents buying her child Christmas gifts. She resents it that she bought her kid Christmas presents. I mean,
you're continuing to have this out there. I don't want to, like, I'm good with talking about whatever, like about the blogs and stuff like that. But what I'm not going to be is defamed on the internet, and I'm going to continue to show the truth. You know, I have the receipts. About everything on here. Show the truth.
Investigating Kate Bristol Peter Parts kicking dogs, abusing and demeaning boyfriends, questions about alleged marriage. So she went and stayed the night at someone else's house, is what he's talking about there.
No, I have the receipts. About everything on here. So anyway, anybody have anything before we call it a night? I just wanted to address anyway the receipts. I have the receipts about everything on here. So anyway, anybody have anything?
I want to see what that says.
About everything on here.
I'm going to read this. I want to read what this says right here, because I think when she writes these things, I can't tell what she's saying here. But this is going to go super slow motion so I can zoom in here and read what this chick says here. Okay. It just makes me sick how easily men can convince children and then just neglect the responsibility. How men can conceive children and then neglect. I haven't even been to the grocery store without my kids in 6 months, but you leave your purse with drugs on the counter. I can't afford a sitter because you're busy doing drugs. Between paying bills, daycare, and this does make you feel bad for another person, and this is a lot of Americans. The difference is a lot of Americans don't make troll channels where they bash people who are change agents while they offer absolutely nothing to society and suck off the system. She's just like a cop.
Chili, you talk so much shit about the police, but when Kate was about to fuck you up, you fucking ran to the police and started fucking bitching, and then after that, you fucking ran to the judge and tried to get a fucking restraining order against her. So,
But some men can afford to get effed up on drugs and go in and out of court and jail while the mother picks up the slack. If you only had picked up the slack, Kate, that'd be great, but you didn't. Pot-smoking losers with no stable job, need not have children, should be snipped from birth. She's calling for involuntary sterilization. And if you can't take care of your own teeth, you can't take care of kids. Just saying. Well, Kate, you couldn't take care of your own children, and you decided to piss me off to where I decided to focus on you and actually sue your ass. So that's what's happening next. Some butts may be hurt, but great point. I'm guilty of speaking about my disease as though it were an arbitrary strike of nature that affects me. But I chose to drink and keep drinking and put the drink above my home, my own children, my friends, my job, and my life. That's what she said about herself. So when she was on that live stream with Lackluster and James Springer and Josh, she said, nobody can hate me more than I hate myself. There it is, Kate. This is why you hate yourself so much. You're a raging alcoholic and you lost your children. My butts are not hurt that you're a shitty person. I'm going to expose you and I'm suing you. Okay, she chose to keep drinking and put the drink above my home, my children, and I chose to get sober one day at a time. No, you didn't. Division of Family Youth Services came in, and then they took your kids. The truth comes out here. The truth comes out right here, right now, and I don't give a shit. You're threatening to restream one of my lives? Oh no, like there's not hundreds of people who make videos about me. I chose to get sober after the DFY took my kids, chose to stay. I choose to stick with it and watch these days add to years. And if I were to pick it up again, well, that would be a choice too. Only thing is I disagree with is that my initial choice did make me powerless and I chose to accept that hell. And that bell can't be unrung, and I'm always powerless. But by the grace of God, I am the woman I am today. You're the woman you are today. You're a horrible person. You're one of the shittiest people on earth. You're one of the worst people on planet Earth. You are what makes the world a worse place.
Nah, Chili. Kate's funny. She makes content just like you, and she has a lot of fans and followers. You guys happen to not like each other, but that doesn't mean, like, her life is pointless just because you don't agree with it. And, you know, obviously there's a shit ton of people who don't agree with your life choices. We all just gotta learn to coexist somehow without stabbing Joey, you know?
So here's the party girl. There's your party girl who is a raging alcoholic that can't get sober. There she is. That's what Kate Peters actually looks like. Everybody can take a screenshot of that. I'm going to take a screenshot of it. And this is what I'm going to post from now on when this troglodyte makes videos about me. There's a mentally ill, abusive troglodyte right there. A letter to my abuser. I wish I could say to your abuser, are you writing this to your 2 children that you did? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing? We created beautiful, perfect human lives. Lives that you nearly destroyed. Once again, this horrible woman is projecting onto someone else what she did. Sounds so familiar. Sounds so familiar. I had hopes for you once. I don't have any hope for you. At this point where I could no longer care for even the most basic and essential needs of our children. No, you were a drunk and you lost your kids by keeping an abusive man around. I'm just calling it like it is. I'm tired of it. Shame on you. Shame on you, she says. Let's see what she says here. Because I didn't get to, I want to, shame on you. I hope you anguish of guilt. I hope you know our son has been in and out of psychiatric hospitals. Just so you guys know, crazy runs in the family. That's what it does. At the tender age of 4, petrified the night of daddy monster. She's blaming her biological father for her children being jacked up. It's your fault, Kate. You did this. The reason why I'm live streaming you today is because of your shitty actions. You don't care as long as people talk about you. I hope you understand what a terrible burden it is for just a sweet, smart little boy to carry. You don't have him anymore. I know, however, you don't. No, you don't. You're projecting again. Just disgusting. You never stop checking doors to make sure they're locked. See this down here? I hope you know that our children have never stopped checking the doors to make sure that they're locked so that you can't get in to hurt them. She's projecting again. She hurt the kids. She cheated the kids. She's projecting. And Kate, you got to check your purse before you go to bed because your kids are stealing your drugs. The ones that you blame other people. Wow. I mean, just really disgusting. I'm not ugly. I deserve respect from myself. Yes, you're right, Kate. You're a human being worthy of love and dignity. Maybe stop being such a horrible person. Maybe stop being such a shitty person. And I get it. I am not a victim. Together. Sounds like you did that, honey. And you know what? The more time that goes on, the more pieces fall back into place. You mean the more you scam people, the more you grift people, the more you collect money from people who are just against change. But you're not their representative. You're the trash bag. Just disgusting. Oh, what is this? What is this next one? I haven't seen it yet. Create something so explicit. I thank God for burning my life to ashes. I mean, what is wrong with this chick? Are you kidding me? Just insane. Oh my God. I mean, I'm letting you guys read that. You can go back and pause this. This is what she wrote. This is from her. She wrote these things. The pages do not look like they've been altered. They're being sped through. Oh, Larry, go fuck yourself, dude. And your dog. Just get out of here, dude. Go back to the mass hole.
Damn, Chili even said, fuck that guy's dog, man. Chili is just turning on his fans. He is not having it today. That's kind of funny. It's always funny. He's doing like a Dr. Dave kind of deal. Let's go ahead and wrap this up with whatever bullshit he has to say. We'll give him another minute or two.
This is the Turtle Boy when he downloaded her Facebook page, and that's from 2013. Oh, everything you've done to your own flesh and blood? Oh, just disgusting. Just disgusting. So 2018, this one says, so I'm in a good job with a private corner office in 2018, okay? And making 60 grand a year, driving a nice car, pre-qualified for a mortgage. My kids are happy and healthy. You lost your kids in 2015. And in a relationship is strong. You date abusive dudes who the state says can't live with you. And somewhere out there, my ex-husband is a pathetic vagrant. Somewhere out there, you are actually being the worst person on earth. Karma's getting you now. Don't beat women. Oh, everybody beats women according to Kate. Everybody beats women. Got you, Kate. I'm sorry you're such a horrible person. I'm sorry you're such a horrifically bad person. All right, so there it is. I think I've gone down hate avenue far enough. I think I'm done with the hate avenue. I just wanted people to actually understand this is the person who you give money to take me down. There's no police report on me. There's no violent criminal record on me. There's no nothing. There's nothing. You choose to support this woman who clearly neglected and abused her kids.
Alright, we're gonna wrap that up there. That's the whole delete laws versus Kate stuff that delete laws did so far. I don't really watch Kate's channel too much. There's no particular reason. I don't know her or the content on her channel too much. I just don't care for AFA, so I haven't bothered to go check it out too much. I mean, I honestly don't care for delete laws that much either, but he is friggin' just fucking walking comedy and just gold content, man. I love it. But not him as a person, especially after watching all this. It's kind of like, you're both shitty people, and the only people that won is my audience, and hell, the whole audience, everybody else that saw the videos. But just all the people that were in these videos, including not at them, are fucking just, they're just losing shit. They're not winning here at all. Here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty, here kitty, here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty, here kitty, here kitty kitty, here kitty kitty. Oh fuck, we're doing this again. I'll let them stay the fuck out of my fucking videos unless I invite you in, buddy. Here, I'll let you sing one more song since you like singing.
I woke up like a badass bitch, pretty face with some perfect tits. Called my job, told her suck my dick, send my check, I'm not clock.
Alright, I was on board with the rap shit, but now you're singing about loving me out at them. Come on, man. Alright, let's go. Let's go out on this last one.